There is a mode beyond human. It is not magic, it is mastery. It is not divinity, it is design. The gods do not kneel because they have no knees. They do not beg because they need nothing. They do not fear because nothing can reach them. To activate God mode is to become unreachable, unshakable, unassailable. It is to rise so far above the chaos that the chaos becomes a distant storm, and you become the I, still, silent, sovereign. This is not a gift, it is a construction. Build it. The first law of God mode is the law of the unassailable core. The gods have no weakness because they have no points of entry. Your emotions are doors, your needs are windows, your fears are walls already cracked. The prince seals every entry. He builds a core that cannot be reached, cannot be moved, cannot be shaken. From this core he acts. To this core nothing penetrates. The core is not stone, it is void. There is nothing to strike. The second law is the law of the unreadable mask. The gods do not reveal themselves. They show what they choose when they choose. Your face is a map of your interior. Let no one read it. Your voice is a measure of your intent. Let no one hear it. The prince wears a mask that is not a mask, because it is his face. He is what he shows, and he shows only what serves. Those who look for cracks find only surface. Those who search for weakness find only strength. The third law is the law of the unfelt need. The gods need nothing. Their power is not in what they have, it is in what they do not require. The attached man is a slave to his needs. He needs approval, so he shapes himself to please. He needs love, so he gives away his sovereignty. He needs security, so he builds prisons. The prince needs nothing. He wants, perhaps, but he does not need. His wants are visitors. His needs are dead. He is complete before the world offers anything. The fourth law is the law of the unwitnessed act. The gods act without witnesses. They do not need applause, recognition, approval. Their works are done because they choose to do them, not because they will be seen. The attached man performs for an audience, shapes his actions to be seen, suffers when he is not noticed. The prince acts in darkness. He does what must be done, then moves on. His satisfaction is in the act, not in the acknowledgement. He does not need to be seen to be sovereign. The fifth law is the law of the unfelt fear. Fear is the anticipation of loss. The gods lose nothing because they own nothing. The attached man fears because he holds. He holds possessions, positions, people, all things that can be taken. The prince does not hold. He uses, then releases. He loves, but he does not cling. He builds, but he does not attach. What cannot be taken cannot be feared. Fearless, he is free. The sixth law is the law of the unread intent. The gods do not reveal their plans. They move in silence, and the world learns only of what has already been done. The attached man announces his intentions, invites debate, opens his strategies to interference. The prince keeps his counsel. His moves are made before they are seen. His intentions are known only after they are accomplished. The world learns from his actions, not his words. He is always ahead because no one knows where he is going. The seventh law is the law of the unforced power. The gods do not struggle. They do not strain, push, fight. Their power is not in effort, it is in leverage. The attached man exhausts himself against walls that will not move. The prince moves around them, through them, above them. He does not waste strength where strength is useless. He acts where action matters, and where it does not, he waits. His power is not in his arms, it is in his mind. The eighth law is the law of the unanswered challenge. The gods do not answer challenges, they issue them. They do not react, they act. The attached man spends his life responding to others' moves, always behind, always catching up. The prince makes the first move, or he makes no move at all. He does not answer provocations, does not justify his actions, does not defend his choices. His silence is his answer. His absence is his presence. The ninth law is the law of the unbroken silence. The gods do not explain, they do not justify, they do not defend. The attached man explains himself constantly to critics, to doubters, to those who have no right to his explanation. The prince is silent. His actions are his explanation. His results are his defense. Those who need words to understand will never understand. Those who understand need no words. Silence is not emptiness. It is fullness held in reserve. The 10th law is the law of the unfinished ascent. You will never finish becoming. The gods are not static. They are always becoming. The attached man seeks a destination, a place where he can stop, rest, be complete. The prince knows there is no destination. There is only the climb. He climbs because climbing is what he is. When one peak is reached, another rises beyond it. He does not mourn the unfinished. He celebrates the endless. You have now received the 10 laws of Godmode. They are not for the weak. They are not for those who seek approval, who need love, who require applause. Godmode is not about being worshipped. It is about being unassailable. It is about building a self that cannot be reached, cannot be moved, cannot be broken. The world will not celebrate you for this transformation. It will fear you, resent you, try to tear you down, but you will be beyond its reach. You will be the still point in a turning world. You will be the eye of the storm. Activate Godmode. Be the prince. Be the god of your own existence. You have learned the first 10 laws of Godmode. You have built a core that cannot be reached, a face that cannot be read, a need that cannot be exploited. But the work does not end at the fortress gates. The world will send more than arrows and storms. It will send your own blood, your own memory, your own future, all weaponized against you. The next 10 laws go deeper into the marrow of sovereignty, where the final battle is fought against the only enemy that can truly reach you, yourself. The 11th law is the law of the unfelt mortality. The gods do not fear death because they do not live as though they will die. They live as though they are eternal, not because they deny death, but because they refuse to let death dictate their actions. The attached man makes decisions based on fear of loss, fear of ending, fear of what comes after. The prince acts as though he has forever, not because he is immortal, but because he is complete now. Death cannot threaten what is already whole. The 12th law is the law of the unread memory. The past is a ghost. It haunts only those who invite it. The attached man lives in his memories, cherishing some, mourning others, letting all of them shape who he is today. The prince uses memory as a tool, not a master. He remembers what serves him, forgets what does not, and never lets what was determine what will be. The past cannot reach him because he does not live there. The 13th law is the law of the unfelt future. Fear of the future is attachment to what does not exist. The attached man suffers today for what might happen tomorrow. The prince does not feel the future. He prepares without anxiety, plans without worry, acts without dread. The future is not here yet. It cannot touch him because he does not invite it in. He lives in the only moment that is real, now. The 14th law is the law of the unread praise. Praise is a drug. It hooks you, makes you need more, makes you fear its absence. The attached man chases praise, shapes himself to earn it, suffers when it is withheld. The prince does not read praise. He hears it, notes it, dismisses it. His worth is not determined by what others say. Praise cannot lift him because he does not need to be lifted. The 15th law is the law of the unfelt comparison. Comparison is the thief of joy. You look at others and feel envy, inadequacy, despair. The attached man measures himself against everyone, always finding himself lacking. The prince does not compare. He knows that his path is his alone. Another's success is not his failure. Another's wealth is not his poverty. He runs his own race on his own track toward his own finish. The 16th law is the law of the unforced kindness. Kindness given because you feel obligated is not kindness, it is slavery. The attached man gives because he cannot refuse, because he fears rejection, because he hopes for a return. The prince gives when he chooses, to whom he chooses, because he chooses. His kindness is not a chain, it is a gift freely given. And because it is free, it cannot be demanded, cannot be expected, cannot be used. The 17th law is the law of the unbroken silence. The gods do not explain, they do not justify, they do not defend. The attached man explains himself constantly, to critics, to doubters, to those who have no right to his explanation. The prince is silent. His actions are his explanation. His results are his defense. Those who need words to understand will never understand. Those who understand need no words. The 18th law is the law of the unfinished ascent. You will never finish becoming. The gods are not static, they are always becoming. The attached man seeks a destination, a place where he can stop, rest, be complete. The prince knows there is no destination, there is only the climb. He climbs because climbing is what he is. When one peak is reached, another rises beyond it. He does not mourn the unfinished, he celebrates the endless. The 19th law is the law of the unborrowed crown. The gods do not wear crowns given by others. Crowns given can be taken. Titles bestowed can be revoked. The prince forges his own crown from his own metal with his own hands. It may not fit any other head. It may not be recognized by those who give out titles, but it cannot be taken because it was never given. His crown is his own, and he will wear it until he chooses to remove it. The 20th law is the law of the unfinished God. You will never finish becoming the God of your own existence. New challenges will arise, new attachments will form, new fears will surface. The prince does not expect to arrive at a final destination. He knows that Godmode is a practice, not a state. Each day he builds his core, sharpens his mask, deepens his silence. The work never ends, and neither does his sovereignty. The unfinished God is the only God that endures. You have now received the 20 laws of Godmode. They are not for the weak. They are not for those who seek approval, who need love, who require applause. Godmode is not about being worshipped. It is about being unassailable. It is about building a self that cannot be reached, cannot be moved, cannot be broken. The world will not celebrate you for this transformation. It will fear you, resent you, try to tear you down, but you will be beyond its reach. You will be the still point in a turning world. You will be the eye of the storm. The work never ends. The ascent is infinite. But each day you are more sovereign than the day before. Activate God mode. Be the prince. Be the god of your own existence.